Boxing back at it with another live stream. Hold tight. Let me send these links to social media. Give me 1 sec. Alrighty, let's get it. Now, you see the title, man. Deontay Wilder says he will fight the man Dillian Whyte on one condition, you know what I'm saying? And you already know what that is. If you don't, where you been, man? You ain't been hip up on this UK heavyweight business, you know what I mean? 2 weekends in a row got big fights coming out of the UK. So let's get into it, man. Quote from Deontay Wilder, quote, they put Joshua on the end of that contract to fight Whyte. It's a fight. It's a fight. We'll bring Dillian Whyte right here to America and we'll whoop his ass. That's easy. This is not hard. None of this stuff is really hard. They're making it hard. It's not hard on our part. It's hard on their part because there's so much to lose. More quotes from the man Wilder. That's why he's so mad, because he's been derailed. Wilder's now talking about the man Eddie Hearn. It backfired on him. It wasn't never about me and Joshua. It was about me and this other fighter. We're just not in the business of that. I have no problem fighting whoever he wants me to fight, as long as he puts Joshua on the end of that contract. I'm fine with that. Even if he wants me to fight his other fighter, Dillian Whyte, I don't have a problem with it. Let him fight Luis Ortiz. And if he beats Ortiz, I'll fight him. Or put Joshua on the end of that contract, and then I'll fight him. Other than that, Dillian Whyte is just gonna be another guy. Even when he gets in the mandatory position, I still have a year. Right now, I'm up for the voluntary title. So as they make me wait, I'm gonna make them guys wait too. We're gonna continue to do our thing here in America and build in America, and that's how it's gonna go. B Marsh Boxing. Yo, what's goody, Ben Umar? I see you in the chat, man. If them Bati boys say nah, then they some pussy holes. No more discussing. Eddie Hearn is a crack of trash. I'm tired of his hurdles. Boy, Ben Umar, man. Man, I just seen this guy, Eddie Hearn, clowning the man Deontay Wilder, dogs. You know what I'm saying? He clowning the man. You see, Eddie Hearn is one of those rich kids, you know what I'm saying, who, this motherfucker remind me of, I don't know, man, what's a good example? You know, them kind of country club kids, you know what I'm saying? Kind of kids who, they wear their sweaters, they tie their sweaters around their neck, and just some, this man Eddie Hearn was clowning, and this is like an opportunity he's trying to take shot. He's taking to take shots at the man Deontay Wilder. Well, I'm going to get into that in a sec, you know what I mean? The man Deontay Wilder, he said it. This is what I've been said from when Dillian Whyte won the fight. Man, go ahead, get that money. And apparently, Eddie Hearn has upped the bounty on that purse. You know what I mean? He's trying to offer Wilder more money. You check it. So, in my opinion, like I've been said, man, Wilder take that fight. You know what I mean? But apparently, Wilder doesn't want to go take that fight from this article. You know what I'm saying, that I'm reading. He doesn't want to go to the United Kingdom to take that fight, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Doc, how you doing, man? I see you in the chat. He says, finally, I caught you before your stream was over. This fight's driven people out of their minds. Shaking my head. Ben Umar says, privileged white boy. They never seen a jump in his life. Exactly, man. Them fellas ain't never seen nothing. That's why, he's just them kind of fellas, man. He thinks, man, them kind of fellas is them kind of dudes who got everything through inheritance, you know what I mean? And ain't nothing wrong with that. You check it, but he acting like he the big kahuna, like he the one running the ship, you know what I'm saying? It's his pops who is Barry Hearn, you know what I mean? He's the one who runs the ship. You check it, he's still a cohesive dude who understands what's going on. Them fellas ain't old and out the business, man. He's still part of the Matchroom empire, you know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn might be the face now for the boxing segment for Matchroom, but Eddie Hearn, man, he's been talking way too much, you know what I'm saying? But this ain't even about Eddie Hearn, because Eddie Hearn don't even get in the ring. And we already know Eddie Hearn's full of shit, you know what I'm saying? But Deontay Wilder is saying what, I made a video yesterday about the extremist Deontay Wilder fans, and they don't want this guy Wilder to fight the man Dillian Whyte, you know what I'm saying? And now it's gotten to the point that these extremists are not even saying, Just like Wilder did say at the end of his quotes, man, we gonna do our thing in America, and you know what I'm saying. So Wilder, you know, his extremist fans are saying, "Oh, them fellas shouldn't even have to worry about fuck what AJ, man. AJ, you know, if he doesn't want, we're not gonna beg for a fight. You know what I'm saying? So you know we gonna fight other guys. Well, Dillian Whyte is a guy that you guys should be that Deontay Wilder should be fighting. You know what I'm saying? This guy Wilder, if the man wants to reach 49-0, 50-0, he's gonna have to fight Dillian Whyte. You know what I'm saying? If let's say the AJ fight never happens to the point where Wilder can get to be 50-0. He's going to have to fight Dillian Whyte, so why not get him out of the way right now? There's momentum. People are asking for this fight. Some people are yay for it. Some people are nay for it. You know what I mean? This momentum is ripe right now, and this is the time Deontay Wilder needs to make that happen on some voluntary shit. This guy, you know, Wilder said it plain and clear. Look, even if this guy's made into my mandatory, I ain't got to fight the guy for like a whole nother year because I got a voluntary up schedule next. You know what I'm saying? Wilder should give this man a voluntary position, knock him out, get him the fuck up out them WBC ranking. Straight up and down, you know what I'm saying? Now, do I believe Wilder should go to the UK? Yeah, there's money out there, you know what I'm saying? But if Deontay Wilder, hey, if he isn't feeling comfortable about going out there, well, he has the right to because he is the champ, you know what I'm saying? The man, Dillian Whyte, he himself can come over to the United States, you know what I mean? Hey, he just had his fight televised on HBO during the 6 o'clock on Saturday, you know what I'm saying, 6 o'clock p.m., and then they did the replay at night on HBO, like after 10. And actually, the replay did better rating viewers than the afternoon joint, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, man, American boxing fans got a peek of Dillian Whyte, so I think Deontay Wilder should try to make that fight happen, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, Dillian Whyte, I'm sorry, what's the guy's name? Eddie Hearn, talking about he can give this man a lot of money. Whether it's in the UK or USA, Wilder's still going to make his papes, you know what I'm saying? He should just go ahead and get that scalp of Dillian Whyte, you know what I'm saying? And all the AJ nut huggers, they're going to be like, oh, they want the man AJ to fight Dillian Whyte, right? Soon as they want the man Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian Whyte. Soon as Deontay Wilder do what he do and knock him out, you know what they gonna say? Oh, he just knocked out an Anthony Joshua leftover. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like I said in previous videos, man, Deontay Wilder, all our credit, giving you credit, fans giving you credit, haters giving you credit. Fanatics, extremists giving you credit, all that shit don't mean nothing, playboy, you know what I'm saying, because your credit comes from the bank, you know what I'm saying, you get your credit from the bank, our credit don't pay your bills, you know what I mean, so Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, that's the best thing he should do. Let me see what they saying in the chat. Mr. Doc says, some things are universal. Nobody likes them sissy rich kids. Yes, exactly. And that's exactly what Eddie Hearn is, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even really want to make this about Eddie Hearn, man. This guy's been having a field day over there in England talking about Deontay Wilder ain't coming to England and he's this was an opportunity for him to come to England. And, you know, I agree with him in a point, you know, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, look, man, these people already made it clear that they don't want the man Deontay Wilder going up in the ring. Well, that's all well and fine, you know what I'm saying? The man Deontay Wilder could have gone out to England just straight up and down, just be at the press conferences or be at the weigh-ins or just walk the streets, you know what I mean? Get his name popularized in the UK more than it is right now, like the man, you know, Shannon Briggs did, you know what I'm saying? Just go out there and just cause havoc, you know what I'm saying? You know, walk up in the press conferences, the weigh-in, you know what I'm saying? Just be there so the man Anthony Joshua, you never know, man. Anthony Joshua might be nervous and, hey, that Deontay Wilder's looking over his shoulder. He's right there looming and he's basically, you know what I'm saying, lurking in the area. That might have put some second thought in the man Anthony Joshua's what he's trying to do against Anthony Parker. And he might think ahead of Joseph Parker. And you never know, man. Joseph Parker might cause the upset. You know what I mean? Let me see what they're saying in the chat. Ben Umar says, hold on, where was I? Mr. Doc says, honest question. Besides AJ, what would be a better fight for Wilder at this time than Whyte? Well, there's big Mr. Doc says maybe Big Baby Miller. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Try get your hands on him before Anthony Joshua does. That basically should be Wilder's mentality. You know what I'm saying? And all these guys gotta get it. You know what I mean? If Anthony Joshua, it's easier said than done. I said that on a previous video, but Wilder should be trying to clean out all the opponents in the heavyweight division. So to the point where there ain't nobody else for Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder to fight. You know what I'm saying? Ben Umar says, I ain't feeling Wilder fighting in the UK because Eddie Hearn is demanding it like he the boss, Don. Fuck that, Cave Dweller. If Whyte want to fight here. I agree with you on that too, you know what I'm saying? I agree with you on that, Ben Umar, you know what I'm saying? Because Wilder is the champion, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm also looking up for Wilder's best interest as far as him capitalizing, getting the biggest paydays, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel you, yeah, this guy, Eddie Hearn, is trying to dictate what Wilder's gonna do. And I'm even gonna read some quotes from a next article I seen up here on Boxing Scene. I ain't read it yet, I just seen the title, you know what I'm saying? But while I'm on it, might as well get into it, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, you know, and Eddie Hearn thinks he could dictate what Wilder can do, you know, and it's crazy how they always say, oh, these guys never sent us an offer of what they, you know, like when the fuck does ain't Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn and them the A side, ain't they the ones the big multi-million-dollar fight guys, you know what I mean? While AJ making 20 million, how the fuck Wilder go off for you? You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing Golovkin's team was trying to say with Landy Lara, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that team Lara and the guy, the Cuba, the manager of Lara, they never sent us an offer. They never sent us a contract. Well, Triple G and Anthony Joshua, you guys are the A sides. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the ones who call the shots. You guys are the ones who can say, yes, we'll fight Wilder. Or you could say, like Anthony Joshua said previously, I don't want Wilder coming in. If he keeps doing that hooting and hollering, then, you know, we might have to freeze him out. You know what I'm saying? Not might. We're going to freeze him out. You check it, and these guys dictate and can call them type of shots. And I feel you, Ben Umar, that Deontay Wilder don't have to bow to Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it's that almighty sterling pound, dogs. Fuck a U.S. dollar. If he can make that almighty sterling pound and knock this guy's head off in the man's country. You know what I'm saying? Man gonna have Brixton sad as fuck out there with Deontay Wilder come out and if he gets his hands on Dillian Whyte, you know what I'm saying? It's inevitable. I see the same thing happening to all the other 39 to 40 opponents, matter of fact, who Deontay Wilder has faced. And including Luis Ortiz, you know what I'm saying, who was a very tough fight. Wilder got through with it, and he did what he does, and he ended him, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Doc says, yeah, Eddie angling for that home field advantage. I don't know if I can be mad at him for that, though. It's to be expected. Yeah, Wilder got to cut AJ off at the pass. Yeah, he definitely has to, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this guy Deontay Wilder, man, he said exactly what I've been saying. You know what I'm saying? But what the extremist Wilder fans, they don't want this guy Wilder to face Dillian Whyte for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they keep talking about AJ. It's so like it's already a foregone conclusion. And I said it yesterday. I've said it before. Look, I ain't gonna be all pressing talking about what AJ needs to do next. Like this man don't gotta fight in 3 days. That's what he needs to do next. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Dillian Whyte and Wilder, I could talk about it all day, every day right now because guess what? These guys are free. These guys have no opponent next. These guys fought like a week or 2 weeks apart from each other in this month of March. And I could talk about them fighting because they're free. They can actually get it in, go to the boardroom, get a contract negotiated, and they can fight. But Anthony Joshua don't have them luxuries right now. He can't be negotiating a fight with anybody. He has a unification fight ahead in a couple days. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Doc says, B. Marsh, what would you like to see Ortiz fight next to try and get back in the mix? Well, really and truly, I haven't thought about what Ortiz can do next. You know what I'm saying? I could easily say he could fight Povetkin or Pulev, anybody. But will these guys get in the ring with him? You know, that's the thing. I mean, it was difficult getting anybody who had who wasn't trying to protect their own to try to get in the ring with the man, Luis Ortiz. So as of right now, dude, I mean, it's just like Rigondeaux, man. Rigondeaux lost. He ain't got a belt. What you think? People gonna be lining up to fight Rigondeaux just because he lost to Lomachenko? Don't be surprised. These guys are at an advanced age in their careers as far as their boxing career. They're more at the tail end of their career rather than in the middle or in the beginning. They're not in their primes as far as Ortiz and Rigondeaux. Nobody gonna fight these Cubans. Straight up and down, man. Don't be surprised if we don't see him fight anybody decent for a long time. You know what I mean? Mr. Doc says Ortiz versus Povetkin could be good. Yeah, two guys who have habitual predicate, substance abuse, bad substance abusers. You know what I mean? PEDs. That'd be a good fight. Luis Ortiz will have no choice. Probably have to go to Russia and fight this guy. This guy Povetkin will be juiced to the. He'll be juiced to the motherfucking gills. Same way Ortiz should come up juiced too. I mean, yeah, that's the only way Povetkin will fight him. But actually, Povetkin ain't interested in that, Mr. Doc, right now, because he's one punch away, one knockout punch away, which is almost inevitable versus David Price to get a world title shot opportunity. He's a mandatory for the man Anthony Joshua if he gets through this WBA. I guess it's a title eliminator versus David Price, you know what I mean? So that's the route Povetkin's going. As far as Ortiz, Mr. Doc, man, he got his shot, man. He got his shot, dogs, versus Wilder. And I'm not saying I don't want to see him in with any good opponents, you know what I mean? Top 10 guys, but them fellas ain't going to fight him, you know what I'm saying? So let me read this article. Let me see what it's talking about. I seen it here on Boxing Voice. I said Boxing Voice, excuse me, Boxing Scene, and I didn't click on it. It says Hearn wants to sign Wilder. I can probably pay him double, okay? Let me read you some quotes from this man. Well, Hearn would also like to get the American. Okay, this is what Eddie Hearn says. I think there's a real possibility. If I was Wilder, how could I not think that signing with us was a good idea? I could pay him probably double his highest ever purse to first Whyte, and then I could set up the Joshua fight very easily. Why wouldn't you do that? All right, so apparently Joshua could make up to 35 million pounds for a clash with Wilder in Vegas in a fight. Eddie Hearn thinks would eclipse Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson. Well, probably. All right. Let me read some more quotes. Okay, so apparently Eddie Hearn still wanted Wilder to be ringside to work for Sky Sports. You know what I mean? To basically hype up a potential fight with Anthony Joshua. So this is what Eddie Hearn said, quote, I'm sorry. This is what the American said. Who's the American? Anyways, it says, Eddie Hearn is scared. I see it in his mannerisms when I'm brought up. I've been calling him out for years. They don't want it. I love proving people wrong, and I'll do it time and time again. Us Americans choose our own path. I do what I want to do. I'm too athletic. I'm too hostile. I punch too hard. No other heavyweight has the agility I have. I move like a heavyweight. I'm very confident in what I do in the ring. There's no man that I have stood in front of that I haven't knocked out. I am the one that ends all their plans. I'm too dangerous for him. He needs to step up and make this fight happen. End quote. So those are Deontay Wilder's words, you know what I mean? Now, as far as Deontay Wilder signing with Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn's full of shit, dogs. And I don't even like talking about this dude, man, because this dude gets on my nerves, you know what I mean? Because I actually do know these guys they could freeze Wilder out and they gonna make millions of pounds, sterling pounds out there, and Wilder just gonna be here making some couple millions, yeah, but it's not what AJ's getting. And I think, there's a possibility, I'd favor Wilder to beat AJ, and that could hamper and ruin all those plans out there for the man for Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying? And Anthony Joshua, he himself said it himself, man. He's afraid to lose, you know what I'm saying? Okay, as far as Eddie Hearn signing Deontay Wilder, I read something right quick. Let me go back and rephrase. I think if I was Deontay Wilder, how could I not think that signing with us was a good idea? Well, Deontay Wilder, don't go fuck with this guy Eddie Hearn. You seen what he did with Luis Ortiz, you know what I mean? Signed this guy for a couple multi-fight deals, you know what I mean? Multi-fight deals, you know what I'm saying? But and at the end, he promised the man, the Cuban, that Luis Ortiz, that he would get an Anthony Joshua fight, which he didn't. He ain't get that fight. Then the man jumped ship. He said, "Fuck y'all in the UK." Caught a flight back to the United States. Next thing we know, he's up under Al Heyman's wing. You know what I mean? The man Luis Ortiz is now an Al Heyman fighter. And I just forgot about that, Mister Doc. Actually, um, I guess Luis Ortiz could fight the guys, some guys in the PBC. You know what I mean? Whether it's Brazil, Charles Martin. Um, there ain't too many good heavyweights over there. Gerald Washington, the Polish kid Kowanaki or whatever. So I guess those are guys. Those are fights that in-house fights that could be made. You know what I mean? But I don't think those type of fights Luis Ortiz will really get up for. You know what I mean? He might just do though to try to get back in title contention. But anyways, getting back to Eddie Hearn. So as far as my advice to Deontay Wilder was, don't fuck with that guy Eddie Hearn. That guy gonna do you greasy, man. Them fellas gonna put you in a kind of stupid fight with somebody, and something crazy gonna happen, dogs, and you might lose your title, and boom, they're gonna kick you to the cold. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't trust that snake Eddie Hearn because of how he did Luis Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about me calling him a snake. The man actually has showed his fangs. You know what I mean? The man showed his fangs. He showed he's a snake as far as how he did Luis Ortiz. I seen these guys. He got guys like Gerald Miller and Eddie. What's the guy's name? Danny Jacobs over here in the United States. Well, look, the two fights that Danny Jacobs is gonna be fighting under Matchroom USA's banner are bullshit fights. He's actually taking a step backwards from that fight against Golovkin, which I thought he won. So no, he shouldn't fuck with the man Eddie Hearn. Don't do it, Wilder. Don't do it. This guy can't do nothing for you, man. Like Public Enemy, my man Flavor Flav says, I can't do nothing for you, man. Same way, the man can't do nothing for you, you know what I mean? So just stay ass over here in the United States, man, you know what I mean? Hopefully you could do better promotion for yourself. Try to promote yourself some more, you know what I mean? Get more popular, you know what I mean? Even go out there to London, man. Same way Shannon the Cannon Briggs did, man. Go get yourself familiar with the people and let them familiarize with you, you know what I mean? You never know. They might air out some dirty laundry that Wilder could use to his advantage from the UK public out there, you know what I mean? Because I know not everybody is probably rooting for Wilder. I don't know that for a fact, but same way here in the States. I'm sorry, not everybody in UK is going to be rooting for AJ. Same way here in the States. Not everybody rooting for the man Wilder, you know what I mean? So, so Deontay Wilder just confirmed what I said yesterday when I did a live stream. Yeah, I'll fight the man Dillian Whyte. Just guarantee me that at the end of that fight, I'll fight Anthony Joshua. Bada boom, bada bing. Ain't nothing more to it, you know what I'm saying? All those who don't want the man Deontay Wilder to fight the man Dillian Whyte because they keep talking about Anthony Joshua, well, last I checked, the man Anthony Joshua has a fight ahead, you know what I'm saying? And I told y'all, this is not no backtracking thing, you know what I'm saying? One thing for sure, two things for certain, I like Deontay Wilder. I'm rooting for Wilder, you know what I mean? That's my guy. I got nothing against Anthony Joshua. I ain't make a DuckTales video for him, you know what I'm saying? But believe you me, when they both free, got no opponents next, hey man, it's gonna be, and if Anthony Joshua, if he gets to Joseph Parker, then hey man, it's undisputed time, and you ain't gonna hear me talking about nothing else. You ain't gonna hear me talking about location. You ain't gonna hear me talking about purse splits. You ain't gonna hear me talk about venue. You ain't gonna hear me talk about nothing other than undisputed, man. Who wants to be great? That's all I can say, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Doc says in the chat, yeah, you're probably right. Ortiz got stopped, and that Wilder fight still probably made cats even less eager to fight him. You're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. Mr. Doc says, yeah, Eddie needs to structure a proper tournament if AJ Wilder is going to be next. AJ Wilder, in my opinion, should be next if Anthony Joshua gets through Joseph Parker, which is not a guarantee. This is heavyweight boxing, you know what I'm saying? Even Deontay Wilder wasn't guaranteed he was going to get through that fight with Ortiz, you know what I mean? But as of right now, I'm not going to be all up on the man, pressing the man Anthony Joshua. He said what he said, numerous quotes. Oh, don't come up. I don't want Wilder in the ring because all that hooting and hollering, it's all hype. Well, hype sells fights, you know what I'm saying? I didn't quite understand that, and Anthony Joshua, he's made a lot of comments that have made it look like he doesn't want to fight, you know what I'm saying? Well, one thing I do know, he does want have a fight in front of him, and up until then, I'ma just be chill, man. Just watch it from a distance. You know what I'm saying? More paying attention to what Deontay Wilder is gonna do next because ultimately he's the one I want to see in these legacy fights because out of any heavyweight champion in boxing right now, he's the one who talks it. You know what I'm saying? AJ talks about talking the talk and walking the walk while Deontay Wilder is doing exactly that. He's talking the talk and walking the walk. He's saying what he's going to do to his opponents and he's getting through with it. You know what I'm saying? So, um, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder is saying exactly what you said. That those are kind of people that you respect. People I seen that today, just today when I watched the Gloves Is Off. Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker. He said that exactly. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Well, that's what Deontay Wilder does. And at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, man, even casuals are asking me about that fight. You know what I mean? That's the fight right now that will put boxing back on the map as far as people will be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no one fight gonna bring back boxing fans to the glory days of the 80s, the 70s, you know what I'm saying, or even the 90s. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be events. You know what I'm saying? AJ Klitschko last year was a massive event and it had the whole world talking about it. You know what I mean? And Anthony Joshua Wilder will do the same thing. Two undefeated guys, both in their prime. Nobody's past their prime. Nobody about to retire if they lose. We shall see, man. But up until then, Deontay Wilder, make that fight with Dillian Whyte. Make it happen, dogs. You know what I mean? You don't want to go out to the UK? Well, that's something I and everybody else here on YouTube, fans, everybody in the world, we can't do nothing about that. We can't control what you and Dillian Whyte would negotiate. If you want to go to the UK or if he's going to come here, that's up to y'all. All I want to know is when is the fight going to happen? I don't give a fuck if it's in Brooklyn. I don't care if it's in London, Washington, D.C., in my backyard, in the playground with the kids, you know what I'm saying? Don't matter to me. Just make the fight happen and get these guys out the way. Then Deontay Wilder, you're going to get, hey, you might back whoever comes out this fight, Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua, you might back them into a corner. And, hey, now we're going to be talking about Undisputed. B Marsh Boxer, leave your thoughts and comments. Big ups to Mr. Doc. Big ups to my man, the boxing terrorist, Ben Umar. And I'm gone. I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Hit that thumbs up if you like the video. And leave your thoughts and comments, all right? One.